Okay. I'm sorry. We had a delivery at the door, and I had to answer it. So, and these things are going to happen, people. Whenever you're in a home and doing this and thing like that. My grandchild, he's over here today, and he's playing in the next room, and I think it makes it look more realistic in such a way. But you just have to excuse that, and whether you excuse it or not, I'm sorry, but life goes on even though we carve. So as I was saying a while ago, the reason I don't do a lot of difficult projects is because, and a lot of people say, well, do you know how to do them? Yeah, I've done a lot of difficult projects, but it's the fact that it doesn't do me any good to show you a carving lesson that you can't do. It's like a mechanic that comes up there on his first day, and instead of the guy saying, well, I want to show you how to change the spark plugs, he says, now I want you to tear down this engine, and redo it. And he just doesn't know how. So in everything that we do in our life, we have to start off with the simple basics, as most of you people know, when it comes to doing wood carving. So now what we're going to do is, since this is the side where the arm comes down and holds the fishing bow, we're going to go ahead, and we don't need this. We need this out here where the arm extends on this side. So we're going to kind of remove this in here. We don't need that because the arm is going to hang down. Okay? So I'm going to take that part off right here. What I'm going to actually do is go about halfway down, or a little bit more, and I'm going to start removing that wood in there. See, because I don't need this wood that extends out this far. So I'm just going to kind of take this off right in here. Okay. But in life, I mean, it would be good, and one of these days I'm going to get me a shop where I can go out and sit in the shop and not be bothered and all that stuff. But unfortunately, life is not like that. When you have grandchildren and you have children and you have people making deliveries and you have neighbors and you have things like that. And I mean, we all wish we could live up in the mountains somewhere where we don't have to be bothered by all that stuff. But it's just not realistic. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw where the arm, see, where the arm comes down like that, okay? So when I start removing the wood from the arm, it gives me a better general idea of what I'm doing here. Okay. Now I'm going to remove a little bit more of this here, but not too much, because remember, you don't want to remove all the way over to here, because remember, the arm has got to come out here. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the face a little bit. I'm just going to start taking off a little of this cut off that I had in here. Just like that. Because remember, the face is like an egg, and we're like that. See? Just taking a little bit of that off right there from each side. And let's kind of go down here and remove a little bit in here. Just when you start off, you just sort of want to round your figure off a little bit, getting to where he's kind of he kind of looks like something. Sometimes I have to lay that. On a larger figure, sometimes I'll lay him against my knee. Kind of do that cut like that. Yeah, more than anything, a lot of people say, well, why are you catering just to beginners? I'm not catering just to beginners. In fact, most beginners may not want to even do this project. I try to cater more to beginners because of the simple fact that there's a lot of people that are getting into carving now, and they're just starting out. And they don't have the experience and they don't have the knowledge that advanced carvers have. So we want to help them as much as possible. It's like anything that we have, or most people. And then I sort of get you started, and once I get you started, then you can sort of delve into, if you want to go deeper into carving, you can sort of delve into what we do.